Okay, so today we're gonna do a little training on Asana. So I want to show you how we use this to do how to manage our advertising clients, website clients, and anything really going on. Within this, though, you're also gonna see like some personal stuff, just because it's a project management tool, and it turns out life is like project managing. So it's a very good tool to have use. And I've seen some other YouTube tutorials where they show you like basically they show you how to create a task and like the most simplest of things. So I thought a better way to learn is to show like a real life example of how it works, how it functions, and kind of just go through these different tasks, these different projects, and give you a full sense of how to like incorporate some of the things that it allows you to do. So yesterday, for instance, or this morning, 2 hours ago, I was on a bike, like warming up for the gym, and I thought, okay, one thing I don't do is add priority tags to the task. So I need to add priority tasks so that I know which ones are more important than others. Um, it's always been there, but I haven't used that function, so I want to add that function. So I added that for today. Right? It's just there. It was recently assigned. So what you can do, and what I had earlier is this. For instance, last night I got a text message from a client, and the client says, "Hey, can you please add this to a certain part of the website?" And I said, "Sure, we'll do it tomorrow morning." So then I took a screenshot, I put it in Asana, and now when I'm here, it's like really hard to forget things, and I know it needs to be done today, and I know this is the client, so I added to the project for the client. Why I do that? Because this is like kind of all the stuff we've done for them in the past, or stuff that wasn't completed, but you can also see like things that where is it, incomplete tasks, all tasks. So you can actually see all the stuff you've done before. So you can keep track of all the things you've done for certain clients, certain projects. Certain projects is the best way to put it. So look at that. There's 200 and I don't know, I can't see because my fist is in, but there's like 270 different tests that we've done for this client. And it's just cool. Like you can see, you can go back, like, if they ever ask, hey, what did we end up doing for that client? 2 years ago, what kind of promotion did we run for them? I can go back and see what kind of results did we get? What was the username and password? All that kind of stuff is saved on this, which I really like. So this is kind of like the hub for everything personally. Um, I don't even really use docs or sheets unless I really, really, really have to. But everything I try to keep within this app, just because it's easier to navigate. So again, this is something that I'll do today, and that's why there's this today. People use this section differently. So for instance, add priority tag. I want to do that today, but let's just say make YouTube video on Asana, or call it launch YouTube video on Asana. I know I'm not going to do that today. So, I'm going to add it to the Symphony advertising, right? Because that's what we're doing it. So who we're doing it for. And then I'm going to put it for tomorrow. I'm making this up so you can see how this functions, the time management of it, which is my favorite part about it. So I'm going to put that it's due tomorrow. But for instance, I could have put next week. I could have put 2 weeks from now. I'm going to put for upcoming. So it goes away. It's not on my list today. It's not on my list to do today. So I can't see it, which is great because now it's out of my brain. But when tomorrow comes, it's gonna pop up. It's gonna go up and come to this list. And the cool thing about it is, like, for instance, this one, this is a web maintenance client that we have, and it only pops up every 15th of the month. So I know that on the 15th, I reach out to them and say, hey, it's been another month. Are there any changes? Are there any updates that you'd like? And do you need anything? It's like literally reaching out to the client and saying, hey, you're paying for the service. That's if they don't, this specific client doesn't reach out that much. So I like to check in with them, at least once a month. This service is like super low maintenance. So it's also not that big of a deal. So let's just go through these real quick. So new Symphony website. This is our company's called Symphony website. We have had a website for a year and a half, and we want to upgrade it. So what I did is I went and I searched a bunch of different themes. I put them in here. I shared these themes with certain people that wanted their opinion on. Then it was decided that we want to go with this one. Okay, so then what I've done is I've sent this to our web team, and I've said, hey, can we get started on this? And I know that personally, but how to use it better would be when you have a team, because I've used this in a bigger organization, that's where I learned it from, where there was literally like 140 people in the organization, but it would pass through, an account manager to um, a web coordinator to a web designer to a graphic designer to a person that implements that stuff on the website and back up, and it will go through like several people and come back. So it was really cool. But because this is right now just for me, because we only use contractors, we don't have any people internally that work specifically for something advertising. It's really like I'm writing notes to myself. So I should say sent to web team to create. They will do server on server outside of WP Engine. Need to provide content. So this is how it should be used because I'm the one using it. I know this stuff. Like I don't really do it that much, but now I know like in 2 weeks, if I'm like, hey, where are we at the website project? I know like, oh, I was supposed to give them content. So like this, I probably won't do much with it today. So I'm gonna move it already because there's not much to do. It's on their plate, and I just told them yesterday, so there's not gonna be anything ready today. So like moved it. New website deal for ADM. This is a client referral that came in, and so I don't know who the client is for what website we're making for them. So I just need to follow up with my point of contact and say, hey, what's the status on it? But I'm seeing this person later today, so I know that's the topic of discussion. So I'm going to move that because I don't have any information on it, and I don't want anything I don't need to do. I don't want to see it. I want it gone. I want this to be empty, and then I can do like other stuff. Social media posting. So this is kind of like a blanket statement one. So these are kind of very similar. So this is a specific client one, and this is how it should look. I have like, what's their website? What is their, I probably shouldn't show stuff. Anyways, this is where the photos are. Please don't log in and look at their stuff. I'm gonna go change the password. What hashtags do we tend to use? Just some information on them. And then I used to do it like this, where like I would keep track. Back when I had somebody doing the social media, they would I would send it to them. They would make the post. They would send it back. I'd approve it, and then it'd be posted. So that's how it works with like a team. But that was just way too much. It's not necessary to do it. It's necessary to have that process. It's not necessary to like be all like meticulous about it. I don't think, not for this. And so yeah, I just keep all the files in this one tab. But this one, this is how I like it to look. But this one's kind of like a newer one. As you can see, this Gen Roofing one I created in July 28th, 2020. So it's been over a year that we've been doing social media services for them. Whereas this one, it was created 9 days ago. But this is kind of a funny thing. It's like a bulk client or a bulk set of social media posts. It's like 9 different clients. So like I just know to go to we have other softwares like Fan Booster and Canva. So I just go over there for like 30 minutes, create, post, and then move on. I used to schedule it for the month, but this month I'm trying just to do daily, because when you do monthly, you kind of lose the pulse of what is being posted, and like if stuff happens relevant to this week, you don't post about it because you already posted a month ago. If that makes sense. Okay, so that's so like, and here's another one, but this one's different. So we've done website ones, we've done stuff that's come in while you're not working, and then there's this one's a pipeline one. So if you're into sales, you kind of get this. But so I went touring for some offices, and one of the tours I went on, the guy had interest in collaboration with marketing, whatever that means. So he said this 12 days ago. So I just made a task. I made a pipeline. So if I push pipeline, I'm not gonna push it. That's kind of where we hold all the information about potential new clients. So he said, side note, we would like to have a lunch meeting. And then this is like when I said, we didn't go with them, the office space. So they said, I just wanted to make sure, like, hey, if you guys want to meet me down. So he said, yes, we still want to meet. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go to my email and say, hey, when's a good time for lunch? But this reminds me that interaction happened. And this, so as you can see, I put this to come up today, 12 days ago. That's really cool. Like I forgot about this, and then it comes up and I actually do it. So that's like the point of this thing. But just to get a little bit more detailed, if once we get more information so you can see the process, you can add custom fields. I think you have to upgrade for this, or you can't add as many custom fields. But for instance, if it's a marketing client, we'll put the MRR. So, if it's $500 a month, it would be that. In this case, we don't know what it is. If they were getting a website deal, usually, it's $1,500 with us. But we don't know what it is. So I have nothing there. Service, I have it here as website, marketing, websites and marketing, logo design, website maintenance. We really don't try to do logo design. It just ends up happening. So if it's website, it's website. But that way I can see when I look at the overview of all the pipelines, all the clients, I have another project called monthly invoicing. I can see, what services are we doing for them. Again, for now, we don't have nothing, but I just wanted to show that you can do all these things. Stage, so this is specific to pipeline, right? So I can actually add this one. So this is a new opportunity. Contacting, call, demo, schedule, proposal, send, invoice, send, close, follow up, close, one, pay, close, loss. And then if it's lost, you kill it. If it's close, one, pay, they become a client. Close, follow up means like we just need to close them, but we haven't. So this one's obviously new opportunity. We don't really know. And then I like adding probability, just 25, 50, 75, 100. What's the percentage that something will happen? For this, I'm going to say 25%. I don't know much, so I'm going to leave it at that. And then source, I like putting this. I'm just going to put word of mouth referral, but it's really not. It's because I went physically there. So just to keep the commenting part of it, I'm going to add that. But I want to make a quick distinction. When you write in the description box, it automatically saves, hi, my name is Cesar. So you want to use the description box for things you want to keep, and if you deleted, you would have history of. So here you can see where it says change the description, show difference. So it keeps what you remove and what you keep. So you always keep track of what was changed in the description box. That's very powerful, because if there's things you want to keep, you will leave it in the description box. It's easier to see, it's easier to access. On comments, if you write stuff and you forget to comment, it won't save. It won't auto save. So you'll lose it, which is bad. So usually I'll use comments to post like progress updates, or if there's something I need to tell somebody, or usually what I'll do too is I'll take stuff from emails and I'll either put it in the comments or I'll put it in the description, just depending on how important it is. If it's really important, I'll put it in the description, because then I can see, oh, that's what the client said. That's probably something I need to remember every time I see their name. So yeah, it's helpful. And if you do have people working with you, you can tag them, so they get a notification like on their this inbox thing. But again, this is more if you're just doing it for yourself right now, because I can't really show you how it would be if there was 8 people on the team. Not yet. So another website, again, see, it's the same thing. Like it kind of ends up. And what's cool is like you can look at website projects. So that's when there's a website project that comes in and they're closed, they all go in a project called website project. And then you can actually see like everything that you're working on. So for instance, in this specific project, we can see that these are 5 websites that we're currently working on, right? Oops. I'm not able to scroll to the left, so that sucks. I have a mouse that when I go to the right, it switches tabs. So probably useful, but not right now. So yeah, these are the ones we're currently working on, 5 websites. These are the ones we've taken live in 2021. And then here's all the ones that we've done in 2020. So you, like I said, you keep a track record of all the stuff you've done for them. And you can literally see like all the information that took place in order for you to get there, right? Do we have pictures? Do they need a promotion? Do they have a business address? I don't do this. I used to do it more meticulously, but now it's like way more, it's more chill, to be honest. Because when you first start, you want to get everything right, and then you get an idea. You kind of remember what you need. So you're much faster. That you don't need to be so meticulous. But these are good to have, because if you bring someone on board or somebody needs to doesn't know yet, they can see that and use that as an example. So yeah, there's task and then there's projects, and they work in tandem. So these are on here on this list. There's a bunch of different bunch of different tasks, but they all belong to different projects, and that's what's cool about it because you do a bunch of different things for different projects, but in one at a time line, which I think is super helpful because you don't have to get like super organized. You just go down the line, right? And if you don't want to do one, then skip it or move it for tomorrow. Um, so this is a marketing plan, stuff that we need to do for them. Get Google reviews. This one, get Google reviews. This is for Symphony Advertising, and it's literally just keeping track. If I help a client or if I help somebody, usually sometimes we help people, for free. I'll say, hey, could you please leave us a Google review? So like, I'm not gonna do anything with that now. So I'm just gonna put this to like, I'm going out of town next week, so I'm not gonna put it there. Just whatever. I'm gonna put it here, October 5th. So it'll pop up October 5th. Side projects. This is pretty cool. This is so once I'm done with all this stuff that's like work related, I'll work on this stuff. So like stuff I want to read, some like self-development stuff, like this loadout generator project's actually hilarious. I've actually got there's like no data here, but I've been working on it. And so yeah, and this is another website change. I have this task, which is more of a personal one. I call it small wins of the day. And I just try to do a little bit that's on here every day, so you can see like it's kind of like a mental check of what I did yesterday, because this is a repeating task that I do every day, right? So I have to come in here and uncheck everything, but like you can see like check finances or post content on, right? So this kind of helps me like keep posting on stuff. It's not like super detailed, but it's enough to like keep me like, my goal is to make 10,000 a month with Symphony Advertising. That's been my goal. So like I keep looking at it like we got to get there. Walk Luna for 20 minutes. I did that this morning, so I'm gonna check it. Compliment somebody. I didn't do that yesterday. Schedule dinner. I had dinner yesterday with some family and a friend, so it was cool. Like it's worth it. Writing. I wrote yesterday. I wrote today. Did I go work out? Yes. Have I done cardio? Yes. I didn't have alcohol yesterday, so that's good. I need to go get a greens drink because I don't have it. Fast until 11:12. I actually didn't do that yesterday. Eat low carb, yes. Have a healthy dinner, yes. Great content. Anyway, so you can see like this is kind of like just keeping track of my personal goals, like daily wins. Super cool. Some Google Ad stuff, some more Google Ad stuff. Again, this is just like stuff I see, and then I go work on it, and then I have to update the address on a couple accounts because we moved. So yeah, that's Asana in real life use. If it wasn't for Asana, this management stuff would be really, really hard, but this keeps it super simple. Never forget anything. I always know when things are due. Like one thing that clients never, ever, ever tell me is like, what's the status of stuff? Because they never question what we're doing because I always know what we're doing, where we're at with stuff. As long as you look at it, that's the only thing. If you don't look at Asana, it's like you're not using it. But for me, it's probably the tab that's open the most, and really, really enjoy it. And I do recommend it. If there's any questions about how to use it or specifics, just let me know. That's it. I'm done. Peace out.